the cost of this
Yes.
isn't just input delay,
Yeah.
it's the visual artifacting. And
Yeah.
unless there's a generational leap in the technology and how it's kind of looking ahead as to what's happening in a frame,
Yes.
I can't see how they get around some of the visual artifacts that happen.
Yeah, well, this is where, and why I said earlier, I can't
Speak to the 50
attend for
series.
the 50 series because it looks like NVIDIA are doing just this.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking at completely revamping how FrameGen works and how, the algorithm sees what's happening and predicts those frames.
It just feels like there's always going to be a cost involved in this at one point in it.
It's a trade-off, isn't it?
There's a trade-off, and if they can fix the artifacting, we'll talk about the kind of issues that you tend to see.
Yeah.
But if they can fix that, that's obviously going to cost time.
Yeah.
Because there has to be some process that happens.
Yes.
It's going to introduce more time cost.
Yes, and I think that's why with the NVIDIA stuff specifically, that's why they just ditched the old model and basically started again, because they couldn't figure out a way of fixing it until they've done what they've just done. And that's why I'd love to try the 50 series to see how it feels.
Is this a plug for
it
NVIDIA?
Is, this is our to NVIDIA. Can you send us two 5090s, please?
You can keep your 4090.
Yeah, well, I'll have that instead if you want to just
it's
throw
for
one
free,
over.
Yeah. That could be paid.
But I would love to try that just to see how it feels and fares against traditional frame gen, if you want to call it that. But you're absolutely right. There's going to be a trade-off. I think the software-based stuff is noticeably worse than even NVIDIA's 40 series frame gen, which I still had an issue with, because that artifacting, it's funny, isn't it? Because the whole point of frame gen is for a visual increase in frame fluidity, right? And how the game looks.
Yeah.
And yet the trade-off here...
and also, it enables you to run a visually higher fidelity textures and stuff with a higher frame rate. But the trade-off, the biggest trade-off, is it looks awful.
Yeah, you're getting artifacting, which then ultimately lowers the visual fidelity.
It pulls you out of the experience.
Yeah, and it's jarring.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't even notice. But for me, I'm very particular with stuff looking weird.
Well, I would argue, right, if you're in this space enough to be interested in gaining performance and tweaking your settings to gain performance, then how things look is really important to you. And you are going to be the type of person that pixel peeps.
Probably,
and notices. And I'm not talking about, there's a bit of like compression artifacting and stuff happening.
Yeah.
These are like major artifacts that you get to see.
Yeah, to the point where I will disable it if I can.
Well, for me, it pulls me out of the experience.
Exactly that, yes.
And so I'd rather run it at a lower frame rate and be in the experience than be pulled out of it, because it's trying to clone steps as you're walking up them, and it looks like a weird... I don't know how to explain it, or you get an awful tearing, or the worst that you were saying that they might be fixing is the ghosting.
Yes, that again is down to the NVIDIA side. So they've already shown with their latest frame gen amount that they did like a comparison between the old model and the new model, and the ghosting is massively reduced. The image quality and sharpness is massively increased. So everything all round has been like better.
Yeah.
Like moire, stuff flickering, like the anti-aliasing and stuff has all been tidied up. So specifically in like background images and stuff out of the center of the screen, which is always where the problem is, really. So NVIDIA seems to be onto something.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's good, I've no idea.
Yeah.
But I've already seen, I think Digital Foundry did a video and I could already see some of the artifacts are still there.
Yeah.
But obviously it's just better than it was prior.
Yeah.
I can't believe we were just discussing that. Can you, AJ?
I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yes, what were we discussing? I don't know, because we filmed this separately and slap it on the end in a really lazy... No,
Do we?
Yeah. But if you enjoyed this, then maybe watch the full video, the full podcast.
Yes.
It's clicked right there.
It's clicked right there.
Oh, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And there's a button, and there's that button.
Yeah.
You should do them all.
Do it all.